Alright. It's fucking time. Got to the final area, obviously. Got to the end of the final area. And now I'm just gonna, like, go back and, you know, check for items and secrets. And then, oh god, those load times are so fast. Go back and check for items and secrets in the final area before, you know, before going to the final boss. Let's see. Sort chest. Don't want that. Like, there's not really any lore on that. Or just... Shit, I shouldn't put that away because... Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, we're keeping those. We'll put that away because it's arcane. We'll put this away because it's dex. Yeah, we'll put that away. That's a faith greatsword. But put that away for now. Can't use that. Sword of Night is very cool, but also not really my build. Euphoria, very cool, but we don't have it upgraded. Long haft axe, very cool, not upgraded. Firestone gavel, not my build. Anvil hammer, Devonia's hammer, and keep it. Spirit glaive, Dane's footwork, claws of night, once again, and then these things are not my build, and I'll put that away as well. Oh, Letta's sword, not my, can't use it. Okay. Oh, did I? Yeah, I upgraded both of those. Okay, so I can dual wield those. Okay, cool. If I want to. Yeah, I might as well upgrade Devonia's hammer. Like, why not? Oh, shit, I need to put away shields, too. Shields and fucking... yeah, this shit. Don't need that or that. We keep those on us. Revenge of the Night. Used immediately after blocking, its power is absorbed, bolstering the strength of this skill. Interesting. Not using it though. Okay. And then that's all we need to put in the storage chest. And then we're gonna go upgrade Devonia's hammer because, yeah.
Oh, Smith now.
And the Great Sword of Damnation. Let's be fucking real. Okay. Cool. Alright, what spells do I have? Yeah, okay, I got those spells. Check my physic. Opaline and Flame Shrouding. Do I want to do anything other than Opaline? I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with my build, honestly. And, I mean, it basically hasn't changed since I started the DLC, so, I mean, I haven't felt like changing. Like, I've had the hammer a little bit, but, like, other than that, I basically haven't changed it since I started playing the DLC. So, you know, it feels good. All right. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go just try to sweep this final area. Let's see. Okay, so okay, so that's where the boss is. Right, so let's go to the first rise, because I think there's a direction I didn't go. So I'm going to go check that. Of course, it might be a dead end. So, you know. Because, like, I went out that way, right? Hold on. Okay, so we came from that, so, and then that goes that way. Right, and we came from that way. So, what does up, where does up take us? 'Cause I never went up here. Up takes us nowhere. Right. This is the broken path, right? So that's where we came in, and then we went up, and then we went in here, and then we went that way. Let's see if there's anything on these rooftops, though, because we never explored these rooftops. Nothing here. Anything over here that we can get to? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so there's nothing here. And then the next one, I think, also doesn't have anything that we could do, right? If we go to the spiral rise, this is the place where... So I think I've gotten everything in this area. Because, like, there were secrets, but I fucking got them, right? So, like, I guess I'll look around the map and see if they have any NPC markers. There's St. Trina. Thalier is not there. Yeah, I mean, it looks like this is it. Okay. I guess there's really nothing for me to do but fucking do it, right? Let's just fucking do it. Now, I've seen a lot of fucking takes online about the lore, but I haven't, like... It seems to me that people are constructing a lot of things that... Hey, how's it going, Tara? It seems to me that people are constructing a lot of things. So I looked around a little bit, and it seems like I probably didn't miss anything in this area, because this area seems to be pretty linear. So yeah, it looks like I'm just going straight to the final boss. But like the lore and like the things that people have said about the lore, like I thought, oh, maybe there's new information that came in the DLC, and I feel like some of that is just people who like didn't fully absorb the information that was in the base game, trying and then adding and then not fully absorbing what's in the DLC and making things up, essentially, right? Because it's like because unless there's some like cutscene like right here. Oh fuck. Yeah. Well, I haven't done anything, so you know, you're not really late. Unless there's like a cutscene right here that has a whole bunch of shit in it, all the fucking shit about like, you know, that I've seen people talking about, like, oh, you know, America was like pissed off about Godwin getting killed, and it's like, no. Everything in the base game points to America being the mastermind behind Ronnie getting Godwin killed. Like, America came up with the plan. Ronnie was just Like, Ronnie was a co-conspirator, but, like, Marika was the one who came up with the plan, like, almost certainly. Right? So it's like, but people have been fucking doing this shit, and I'm like, where is all this coming from? And, like, unless there's some shit in the cutscene or item descriptions in this final boss, I'm not fucking seeing it. I'm not fucking seeing it. It's just people making shit up again. Right? And it's like, sure, all Souls lore, we all fucking make shit up. But, like, make shit up based off the stuff that's actually in the game. Don't make shit up that fucking contradicts what's in the game. Like, because you haven't paid close enough attention to what already exists. Anyway, we're fucking going in. I don't know if I'm gonna mimic tier at the start. I'm not gonna mimic tier at the start. Let's fucking see what we got here. Final boss. Let's go.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return.
Okay.
So that he may be my consort.
Yep. I mean, we're raw dogging the boss fight. Terra's not wrong. Ow. Okay. Well, now we don't have the cutscene at the start, so we can fucking just... Yep. Like, listen. Yeah, no. Fucking... Viper and Reaper both, to me, are kind of like... They're trying too hard, in my opinion. That's just me. I like Viper better than Reaper, but in my opinion, they're both trying too hard. Wait, who's this? It's Ansbach. So I can bring Ansbach in for this. That's cool. I guess he's my boy now. Okay. We're going to pre-buff this time because we don't have a cutscene. I mean, yeah, but we already had better edgy options to be... Like, we already had better edgy options in the game. Like, who needs fucking Reaper? Like I said, it's trying too hard. Properly. Oh, it's a lingering hitbox. Got it. And it's Savage Lion's Claw. Understood. Okay. Make a move, buddy. Oh, he's got Moog Bloodflame shit now. Got it. Understood. Moog Bloodflame shit. Once his health gets below a certain point. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Black Flame Protection's still gonna be the best one because gravity shit is half magic, half physical, so still gonna be the best one. Okay, there's no health threshold for that. He just does it. Oh, damn, he perfected me. He perfected me. Alright. Let's see if Ansbach can help out a little bit, huh? We're gonna get... because then I can get my spell casting going. And, I mean, this build is kind of a fucking caster build, let's be honest. So, in that case, we're going to take Shard of Alexander off, and, Radagon icon. Which is pretty funny, because it's his dad's fucking item. Okay. Let's try this one.
A pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Thought he was doing that one. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, I know somebody who spent 200 hours on this boss alone. It was a streamer. I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Okay. 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 I'm not doing that. What I am doing what I am gonna do a Reaper, a Viper, and a Dragoon. I mean, Dragoon is the closest thing I've got, right? Closest thing to what I am with the polearm. So here's what we're gonna do. Now, it sucks because my Golden Vow does not go on.
General Radar, a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have you.
Also, I know there's a second phase. And I know it's fucking, fuck. So the second phase is basically Twin Princess from Dark Souls 3. We're gonna kill him, and then he's gonna get a second health bar because Mikkel is gonna come in and res him. It's just the fucking, it's just the Twin Princes. Which I'm cool with because that's one of the coolest boss fights they've ever done. And I love it, and I wished it was harder. Did I actually summon this fucker? Come on. I'm so used to going, and, like, they changed it so that it automatically starts on yes. I'm so used to clicking the thing and then having to move over to yes. Right?
See you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have
Okay, phase 2.
Lord brother. At long last you are returned.
See, all the shit Mikola abandoned was probably a bad idea to get rid of.
Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Mikola.
I knew it. I knew he was an insect freak. He's got six limbs. I knew he was a bug. Holy damage is probably still bad against him, so... Okay. But Mikola has 4 arms, right? And Mikola has 4 arms because he's a bug. Also, Mikola has a little bit of locked tomb Tridentary sisters going on with the situation with Radon, because instead of having Millennia be his consort, which I think is like he chose Radon, right, so that she wouldn't be dragged into the shit. Right? Like that's the reason why. He, instead of Millennia, he chose Radon so that she wouldn't be dragged into the shit, because the whole purpose that he has, which he's probably lost sight of, is to fucking help her. Right? That's the reason why he abandoned the Order. Like, that's, he abandoned the Order because it couldn't help her. Right? So, like, I don't need the Radagon icon for that. It doesn't help. I don't need to give my nerd the Radagon icon. Hansbach, I need the assist. I need to jump that.
Pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
My buffs are running out, Ansbach. Come on. Fuck. Okay, Ansbach. You know what? Curse run. Curse run. That shit's no good. That shit's no good. Ansbach, you need to fucking come in faster, man. Curse run. I might need to switch up Mesmer's Flame for Rain of Fire or something. I don't know. A better fire spell. I don't know. See, that's the reason why.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
We don't need to see the cutscene again. Fuck. Whew. Yeah, that's a boss fight. Okay. Yeah, let's swap out Mesmer's Flame for something a little more effective. What would be better? No. Huh. Hold up. Instead of Mesmer's Flame, we could do Rain of Fire and see how good that is. Okay. I still think Black Flame Protection is probably the best here. I just need to probably reapply it at some point, you know? Okay. Come on, buddy. Hit me. On spot. On spot. Fucking draw aggro, bro.
Lord Moog will have his dignity.
God damn it. Fucking. God damn it. Okay, Rain of Fire is no good. Got it. Alright, I'm gonna stop committing to fire damage. Let's see. And actually, you know what? We're going old school. Let's go. Since we're no longer enhancing our fire damage. And then instead of Shard of Alexander, let's increase our holy protection. All right. And since it's just the final boss, we're running we're gonna run this shit until break time.
A pleasure to see you.
Bro, why you gotta come in so late? Come on, man.
But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moe will have his day.
Fuck! After break, I'm bringing in players. What happened to the sound? Huh? What do you mean what happened to the sound? Something going fucky with the sound? We good? I'm not hearing any buzzing. Damn. Ansbach took aggro so easily the first couple of times.
But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moe will have his day.
Fuck! Ah, Twitch is being unfortunate. I'm gonna try turning this down a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Yeah, unless there's some, like, a whole bunch of shit in these items, people were just fucking making shit up about fucking America and Godwin and all sorts of fucking shit. Like, it's not there, man. You were just making shit up because you didn't pay attention in the, like, you didn't pay attention to what was happening in the game, in the main game.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his way.
Anime! Eat destined death, motherfucker. Yes. And if by bad you mean fucking awesome, then yes. If by bad you mean difficult, then yes. My sound's going out. My headphones are. Come at me, bro. Fuck.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his way.
Gotta jump that. Oh god, there's scrap.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Where is it? Where is it? God damn it. Okay. I gotta put it on my hotbar. Gotta put it on my hotbar. I gotta put it on my hotbar. Yeah, let's put it here. Not something that you need to find, like, not something that you should be trying to find. There it is. In the middle of the, yeah. Yep. There we go. It's not a doom, it's a charm. That's Miquella's charm. I think. All I know is that I got a usable item that prevents me from being charmed. Right? I got a usable item that breaks charm. That's all I know. Right? So it's like, I should probably use that in this fight with the fucking charm boss who put the fucking symbol over my head that is the charm symbol. Pull aggro. Thank you.
General Radahn, it's a pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have them.
Fuck. right, taking a break. I'm taking a break, gonna go have a smoke, and then when we come back, we're bringing in players. uh...
Hey! Hey! Hey!
On. Oh. Apparently I accidentally pressed the button to turn the mic off. Oops. I don't know when that happened. Come on now. Where are the summon signs? Come on. Motherfucker, where are the summon signs? Consort of Diddy.
Hey!
I don't know how that happened, but it did.
Hey.
Alright, let's fucking go, team. Oh. Fuck. Huh. Again.
Hey.
Gold.
Hey.
promise you 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
That killed both of them. Fuck. Oh fuck. Well. Oh. Like, I don't know if I should hang back and do spells or get in. I don't know. You know?
Hey.
Emotes are great. Oh, damn, no Madam Bonk. Wish the summon signs would load up faster. We'll just bring in Ansbach, he's guaranteed. Ansbach has more HP because he's an NPC. NPC summons always have more HP.
General Radar, a pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have them.
Over here. a rough one. Alright, I'm gonna save my physic for second phase. Uh-oh. Bruh. Where are those fucking summon signs, man? Hello? Like, there's Ansbach's up there. Come on, man. All the summon signs are going away. It's like I'm trying to call in players. Now the problem with calling in players is they do increase the boss's HP. Holy shit, Mesmer.
Hey.
We've got Larry and we've got fucking Mesmer. Let's go. Now Larry,
Hey.
oh, that's a good Mesmer cosplay. Larry is fucking kitted specifically for this because he wasn't in the summoning pool. So like Oh, there we go. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, Mesmer. Used everything. All the frost pots. All the red tiers. All the blue tiers. Everything. Let's just activate this. And then see what that is over there. Well, there's a couple of things. First off, I'm gonna go grab my fucking 0 souls over here so the icon gets off the map. Okay, now we grab the item. Let us go together. Touch memory. Okay, cutscene. Let's go.
Lord brother. I'm going to be a god. If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort. I'll make the world a gentler place.
The circlet of light. Circlet of light which adorned Miquella's head as he returned in divine aspect. It has begun to fade into nothingness. Slightly boosts intelligence, faith, and arcane, while also boosting the power of Miquella's light. This circle was to be the very foundation upon which Miquella's Age of Compassion would be built, should it have ever come to pass. But the question is, like, exactly what does his Age of Compassion entail when he's, like, big mind control? Like, that's, right? Like, people are going on and on about, like, oh, Mohg beat the allegations and all this shit. First of all, it was obvious that Mohg would beat the allegations because, number one, right? Number one, Miquella was never a fucking kid, right? Everybody was like, oh, because you know, because his fucking, oh... because, you know, because his body doesn't age, that makes Mohg a pedophile. And also, motherfucker has mind control powers, man. Like, for real. So, like, it was never a fucking surprise that like, oh, Mohg, blah, blah, blah. Like, Mohg's a terrible piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. But, like, is he horny for little boys? I don't think that's the fucking case. Because, like, Miquella has mind control powers. Like, was Mohg even... did he even give a fuck about Miquella except for the fact that he got mind controlled? Maybe not. Who knows? Oh, and here's Ansbach's item. Ansbach's armor, including... and his weapon. And that's a spell. Awesome. Like, that's the thing, right? It was fucking mind control powers the whole time. And, like... And anyway, people like, oh, Mikkela's Age of Compassion, etc., and have used that to be like, well, Ronnie was, her shit was actually bad, and it's like, no. Mikkela was trying to take Mikkela gave up on attempting to eliminate the influence of outer gods, and instead decided to go fucking all in. Right? He gave up on that and he decided to go all in and use their power, making the same mistake that his mother and father, like that his parent did, that Radagon America did, which is to work within that system. Whereas Ronnie's whole thing is, we're going to take this shit, which is toxic, and we're going to fly away into space with it. We're going to fucking deal with it like it's fucking radioactive waste, and we're going to fly away into space with it so that it doesn't fuck up all the people here. Now, like I've said with my fucking thoughts on what actually happens when you do that, is that it doesn't work, but that doesn't change the intention, right? Mikkela gives up on shielding the world from the influence of outer gods, and instead, or at least seemingly, we'll check the soul in a second here, seemingly gives up on eliminating the influence of outer gods, and instead decides to attempt to. It's like the whole like, I'm gonna become a cop to change the police. That's what Mikkela was doing here, right? That's what Mikkela was doing here. And I don't think that was a good idea. The iron mask of Sir Ansbach, giving the appearance of a quiet, wise, old bearded man. Also, this is some Bloodborne shit. You can literally get this armor in Bloodborne. But an old fear lurks beneath, together with a cold, unflinching discipline that once honed his blade, now employed to enhance blood oath and dynastic skills. Cool. Oh, we need to go to chest armor. Okay. The embroidered crest of the Pure Blood Knights is now all but faded away. Ansbach understood that keeping his oath to his old master was not an act of logic, nor would it bear any justice, but it was for those very reasons he was unable to let go. Nothing of import there, and nothing of import there. Okay, now, let's look at that soul. The soul of a lord and a god, which presumably means Radon and Mikkela. Okay. Okay. In their childhood... look at that. Look at that. Mikkela confirmed non-binary. I'm sure some people would be like, oh, it's referring to both Mikkela and Radon together. And you could say that, but you could also say that since Mikkela was like Marika and Radagon, Mikkela was Trina and Mikkela. You could say there would apply. Also Mikkela casting off Trina makes me double down on Ronnie and Melina being right, okay? Because check this out, right? Millennia's an Empyrean, Mikkela's an Empyrean, Ronnie's an Empyrean. Okay? Mikkela had two aspects, a male and a female aspect, just like Marika and Radagon, right? Mikkela, Trina. Millennia, I have posited, is a flower. And as we see in the quest line, right, she is both male and female and reproduces without any interaction from the outside. When she blooms with the scarlet rot, she produces daughters. Right? So, right, and that's right. I always held that like Mikkela was the bug, right? And the 6 arms, the 4 arms and 2 legs go with that. That Mikkela was the bug to Millennia being a flower, because I go on like animal symbology with all of the different demigods. There's stuff there like Mohg's a bat, and Morgoth's a scorpion, and Godric's a tree, and Godwyn's a fish, right? Malenia's a flower. Miquella's a bee. Anyway, that was, and Radahn's a lion. Okay. Rykard's a snake, obviously. Mesmer also a snake, but with wings. In their childhood, Miquella saw in Radahn a lord, his strength and his kindness that stood in stark contrast with their afflicted selves. And so Miquella made his heartfelt wish that Radahn would one day be his king consort. Now, this begs the question. Did Malenia know about this or not? Okay, so the thing, I fucking can't talk about the Tridentarian twins without spoiling a really good book. I can't fucking do it. Anyway, I can't do that. I don't want to spoil a good book for people. But so back to what I was talking about, the Empyreans, right? Okay. You have Marika, who's Marika and Radagon, right? You have Miquella, who's Miquella and Trina. You have Malenia, who seems to be a more unified, right? But able to, reproduce asexually, right? Okay. And then you have Ronnie, and it's like, what the fuck? Why the fuck is Ronnie there? And it's like, once again, I'm pointing at Ronnie and Melina, and I'm pointing at the fact that they each have one eye closed, and they each have the opposite eye closed that the other one has. And fucking Melina has no body. She's a fucking ghost thing. And Ronnie cast aside her body to then attach herself to that doll. Ronnie and Melina were in the same situation as Marika and Radagon and Miquella and Trina. They were two souls inhabiting one body that would switch back and forth. And Miquella and Ronnie separated themselves in order to stop that from being a thing. Once again, like I said, I have not seen a goddamn fucking thing that accords with all of the fucking shit that people were talking about Godwyn and Ronnie and fucking all that shit. I haven't seen a goddamn thing that accords with that. People were making up shit based off of not understanding or misinterpreting or not gathering full information in the original game. They failed to gather information from the original fucking game. Okay. Now. Okay, let's check the boss. Let's check the boss soul first. Also, I forgot to bring my water over here, so I'm going to go grab it real quick. Right, see, because Miquella's Age of Compassion is just like the Persona 5 Royal shit. It's just the fucking infinite Tsukiyomi. That's what fucking Miquella shit is. It's fucking infinite Tsukiyomi, except with mind control instead of putting everybody to sleep.
Don't worry.
Yes. Okay, let's see if there's extra Radahn armor. Radahn's red mane helm. Young Lion's armor. Yep, there it is. Knew it. Young Lion's helm. Golden helm worn by Radahn in his younger years, proudly displaying his heroic red hair. It is fitting attire for a lion. When Malenia, blade of Miquella, let the wrought flower blossom in Aeonia, Radahn heard a murmur in his ear. Miquella awaits thee, O promised consort. Oh, so was Malenia fucking trying to kill Radahn so that this could happen? Maybe that was what happened. Okay. But this would all be right after the Halig tree failed to work. Right? Okay. Let's see what we've got. Greatsword of Radahn Lord, Greatsword of Radahn Light, and Light of Mikola. We know which one I'm going to get. And then I'm going to duplicate. Can you duplicate this twice because it has all this shit? Okay. Great swords of black steel wielded by Radahn in his youth. A pair of weapons decorated with a lion mane motif. These were in his position immediately before his triumph over the stars. The swords of a lord who does not rely on physical strength and gravity alone. Imbue the two great swords with the light of Mikola, then deliver a slashing attack accompanied by columns of light. Additional input allows for up to 2 follow-up attacks. Same description there. Assume a luminous form and leap forward to deliver downward slash. Charge up to increase the power number of follow-up attacks. Okay. And Light of Mikola. That's the spell that was hard to dodge. The strength of Mikola upon his deific return, wielded as an incantation, annihilates foes with a pillar of light. Mikola sought to accept all that was and would be, but found one that refused to be embraced. No wonder, as one god and one king consort is all the world needs. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but people are full of shit. People are full of shit. It wasn't there. It was never there. All the shit they were talking was not there. Oh, I totally forgot I even had all this. I had attacks temporarily restore HP. I didn't fucking do enough attacks for it to matter. So, like, that was completely stupid of me to have on. Let's put our build back to normal. Got that. Okay. Now, a couple of things. First off, let's go talk to her and see what she has to say with that. But, like, Mikola's 1,000-year journey of compassion was gonna be a fucking nightmare. Like, for real. This is gonna be really funny. Oh, she dead. Now, this is the thing that I'm really curious about. Can we do anything over here at Skaduview? Oh. Like, is there anything to do over here? Or is this just like a red herring? This is just a red herring. There's nothing here. The tree doesn't matter at all. The tree is pointless. So anyway, my theory, and I don't know if there's anything in the game to back this up, but I think that probably Mesmer was Marika's first child. Mesmer was probably born before all this shit went down. And yeah. Right? Mesmer got born first. And that's why he has an M name, right? and then she marries Godfrey to, to satisfy the greater will. And, has that whole situation. That's fun. But so like Mesmer was first, and then it was Godwyn, and then it was Morgott and Moog. How does Mesmer work into my twins theory though? I think the winged serpent is, I think that's got to be it, right? So anyway, I have the theory that all of the demigods were twins, in some aspect, right? Godwyn had multiple bodies. Morgott and Moog, obviously twins. Millennia and Mikola, obviously twins. Although Mikola was like double twinned. They might have both been double twinned if you think about it, really. Radon and Rykard could have been twins. It's not certain. And then Ronnie is a single person, but she's also Melina. So twins. And they split themselves apart, right? Anyway, the point is they were Empyreans because they had that additional aspect to them, right? Where they were two people in one. At least that's my theory. They were chosen because they were two people in one. That's why Marika was chosen. That's why Mikola, Millennia, and Ronnie were chosen. But yeah, Mikola fails to Mikola fails to protect the world from the outer gods. And then does this plan. Now, Ronnie is trying to protect the world from the outer gods by taking their influence away. Mikola tried to protect the world from the outer gods by shielding it from them, right? And he had some success, right? Like, for example, Millennia's prosthetics. The reason why Millennia's prosthetics don't rot away is because they're shielded from the influence. They're made of unalloyed gold, just like her sword. So they don't rot, even though her flesh and all of her other equipment does. And the unalloyed gold needle was a way to, reduce the influence, right? And it was imperfect. And so, right, the reason why you get the broken unalloyed gold needle in the swamp at the heart of Aeonia, because the heart of Aeonia is the place where Millennia let the scarlet rot bloom. When she fucking drew on the power of it, when she accepted the power of it, the needle couldn't block it and it broke, right? And then you repair the needle and give it to Millicent, and then you take the needle back from Millicent, and you perfect it by getting it into the ancient dragon time shit from Placidusax, right? Which allows you to remove the influence of the frenzy flame from yourself. So like Mikola didn't quite, like Mikola almost had it, right? Because you as the player can get the perfected unalloyed gold needle that completely eliminates the influence of outer gods. So Mikola was almost there. He was one step away, and he gave up. And decided to go all in and fucking... I don't know whether it was the greater will or something else. I mean, considering where he went, it was probably whoever the Horn Scent were fucking around with, right? Like that's probably, you know. So it was whatever the source of the Crucible and the Horn Scent is. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. No. None of that fucking shit where it's like, oh, Ronnie's a villain. You say Ronnie's a villain because you're fucking comparing his... Mikola's... speech about 1,000-year journey of compassion with her speech about 1,000-year journey through the cold and the dark. But she's talking about 1,000-year journey through the cold and the dark, taking the radioactive shit away from the planet, whereas he's talking about 1,000-year journey of compassion because everyone is being mind controlled. By him. So like, I don't know. Yeah, no. Like fucking, right? They take it at surface value. It's these people who go like, it's the same people who are like, I'm not gonna read Huckleberry Finn because there's racism in that book. It's like, yeah, there's racism in that book, and the whole story of that fucking book is about is like, come on. Yes, it's there. Also, like the major point of the book is the racism is bad. Wow. Amazing. Jeez. Anyway. Or was that... I forget. I might be getting old literature mixed up. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Whatever. It's been a long time, and I have fucking COVID brain. But, like, it's the same people who have that complete lack of media literacy who they see a thing in a piece of media, and they think because that thing... Like, they think it's an endorsement of the thing. Right? So it's like, oh, fucking, you know, you can't... Basically, you know, you can never talk about the bad things because that makes you a bad person or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Anyway, those are the same people who are like, oh, Mikola is cool and we're actually the bad guys. And it's like, no. I mean, we can be the bad guys, relatively speaking, or we can be the good guys, relatively speaking. It depends on what you decide to do. Right? Like... But Mikola's definitely a bad guy. Fucking Marika's definitely a bad guy. I mean, Ronnie fucking, you know, helped murder her brother and then betrayed the assassin, but she's probably the best person in the whole fucking, out of all the demigods. Right? Like, she's the one who's, like, the most interested, like, other than her and Melina are probably the two, like, most good people out of the entire family. Melina, to some extent, more than her. But, like, they still do fucked up shit. It's like, yeah, she killed her brother. Now, I'm gonna say, Ronnie probably, and this is me 100% making shit up, but just based on everything that we see in the game and all the lore and how all the shit happens and all the fucking like blah 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 whatever the fuck they're doing and all the like all the shit where they're where the Greater Will's pairing people off. I think Ronnie was probably, as the Empyrean chosen by the Greater Will and the Two Fingers, was probably supposed to marry Godwin. And that is part of what kicked off the whole let's kill Godwin thing. I think that's probably what the Greater Will wanted to happen. The Greater Will wanted Ronnie to replace Marika and Godwin to replace Godfrey. And, or rather wanted Godwin to replace Radagon. And, fucking, you know, Marika had already started her big suicide plan and was like, okay, well, I guess, you know, if so this is what I think happened. I think Marika started her suicide plan, which culminates with us in the game showing up to kill her. We're the end of the Rube Goldberg machine. But in the middle of that, the Greater Will is like, oh, we can use Ronnie and Godwin as a backup. And Marika's whole plan to free the world from the Greater Will, which, by the way, is not a beneficent plan at all. It's probably born out of spite. You know, just because it's going to help people going to maybe help people doesn't change the fact that it's like to spit in the face of the Greater Will. Marika's plan doesn't work if they have a backup set ready. If they have a backup Elden Lord and God ready to immediately take the throne, it doesn't work. And Ronnie doesn't want to fucking do it. So Marika works with Ronnie to kill Godwin, and then she breaks the and then Marika breaks the Elden Ring, right? And that leads to Marika being locked up in the Erdtree because, oh hey, they don't have a backup anymore because Ronnie fucking destroyed her own body and killed Godwin, right? So it was an essential part of the plan to get rid of the possibility of an instant restoration of the order, right? Because that's what would have happened if Marika had broken the Elden Ring without Godwin being dead. Then the Greater Will would have just, I don't know, sucked all the God juice out of Marika, shot it into Ronnie, and then had her, chained up to Godwin. That's what I think probably would have happened if they hadn't killed Godwin. They're like, oh my God, people are like, oh, you killed your brother, and it's like, fucking, like, and people go like, oh, Ronnie, fucking, people are like, oh, Ronnie killed her brother, oh, blah, 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 and it's like, and so Miquella's good, and it's like, you do know that Miquella fucking, like, Miquella manipulates everybody around to kill 2 of his brothers? Right? Like, Miquella manipulates everyone to kill Radon and Moog. Like, and there's the question of, like, is Radon even a willing participant? Is anyone a willing participant in any of this shit? Based on what Miquella's fucking power is, the answer is probably no. Nobody was a willing participant in Miquella's plan. Other than Letta. Obviously Letta was. But she's a fucking freak. Right? She's the only one who's, like, straight, like, okay, Miquella and then Freya. But Freya's there for Radon. Freya's following Radon. Right? Freya's following Radon, but Radon's mind controlled. Right? Nobody in Miquella's fucking situation has any free will at all. And people are like, but Ronnie killed her brother, like, conspired. Yeah, and you know what? Ronnie was fucking honest about it. You go up to her and you're like, hey, yo, were you the one who did the Night of Black Knives? And she was like, fuck yeah, I did. Fuck yeah, I did. And the fucking curse mark, it's on my body. I'm not giving it to you not out of shame, but because you don't have the right to fucking go touch my body. Fuck off. Right? Like, that's what Ronnie's like. And Miquella's like, I'm going to usher in an age of compassion. Never mind the fact that I fucking mind controlled everybody to fucking, like, war, did, like, the whole fucking shattering. The whole fucking shattering. Like, the war, right? The war after the Elden Ring was broken, was that even, like, how much of that was Miquella? Because we now know that Malenia and Radon fighting, that was Miquella. He made that happen. Right? Like, before this, I was under the assumption that, like, Malenia was out there was fighting on behalf of Miquella, right? But wasn't, like, it wasn't a situation like this where, like, it was a different sort. And then she came back and found that he had been, like, removed from the Erdtree. That's what I thought happened, right? But now it's like, oh no, he gave up and then he sent Malenia to go fuck shit up. And had Moog take him and put him in a cocoon, and was waiting for somebody to fucking kill Moog, and was manipulating people into killing Moog, right? So, like, right? And that's the thing. Also, there's the other thing, right? Now, okay, Malenia, possibly not mind controlled. Radon, when we fight him there, probably mind controlled. Radon, when he fought Malenia, maybe not mind controlled. Maybe at that point, right? Because why would they fight? Like, maybe to cover it up and, like, keep it on the down low, but I think it's probably simpler than that. I think Radon being, as they say, mightiest of the demigods, which is true because Malenia is not a demigod. Radon was able to shake off the mind control. But after having his body separated, after being separated from his body and having his soul shoved into Moog's body, Miquella was able to mind control him because Moog's body was already mind controlled. That's what I think the deal was. I think Malenia was immune to the mind control, and that's why Miquella cared about her. Although he cast that aside, because it said when he cast aside Saint Trina that he cast aside his love. Which I think was probably mostly for Malenia. Because, you know, the reason why he abandons the Golden Order is because it can't do anything to help her rot. Like, it's literally the thing. And you see, like, the statues of, like, Malenia embracing Miquella. I think she was immune. And I think Radon was not immune, but he was resistant. And so Miquella sends Malenia, who goes of her own free will, to weaken Radon so that Mikola can mind control him. But doing so, of course, ruins Radahn's body, which doesn't work for him, doesn't work for Mikola. So he needs to have Mohg's corpse to shove Radahn's soul into in order to get what he wants. Fucking Mikola's a piece of shit, man. Mikola's the worst. And he's like, oh, it's an age of compassion. And like Ronnie's like, yeah, no, I fucking killed that motherfucker and I'd do it again. So much better. Anyway, that's the fucking stream. We fucking did it. Yeah. I'll be doing Prague on what? How did I fucking change my schedule? Because it's like, oh yeah, I'm fucking going to a concert on Friday, so not streaming on Friday, obviously. Okay, yeah, Prague on Wednesday with y'all, and then I'm gonna fuck around in Dragon's Dogma on Thursday. That's the plan, and then if we do Prague on Saturday, I'll stream that too. Anyway, it's been a good time. As far as I can tell, no. I mean, they're probably appended to the main end credits. And I'd have to go beat the game for that. I don't know. I mean, maybe there are. But, I mean, if there are, it's not obvious where you'd fucking cause them to roll. Hey, Gideon. Gideon, I just did some shit. Are you here?
You burned the Erdtree.
Yes.
The Erdtree in the round.
Yeah.
That is with it one of the last few pieces.
Okay.
The last of.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, so a fit at him stay.
Okay, this is just
the information, and it is you are
this is all just your
There are 4 Mikola, his twin, Maluna Prand.
Yep.
Rani is so here at the. If you should learn, I'll trade. We both as such. Well, I wonder if he continues his slumber, but perhaps Mikola is the one thing that. There are 4 Mikola, his twin, Luna Prand. Rani is so here. If you should learn, I'll trade. We both as such. I'll stay at. I must learn and see. How could I call? Indeed. So I had honestly determined. I suspect a dose of.
Yeah, I rushed through my New Game Plus. Okay, he doesn't have anything to say about the fucking wild ass shit I just did. Looks like it's tied to the final boss, so yeah, it's tied to. I'm not fucking going through. I'd have to go kill. I'd have to do a boss rush of Malekith. And then I'd have to do Malekith, then Gideon, then Godfrey, Horaloo, and then Radagon and the Elden Beast. Although I'd get to do Elden Beast with Horse, which is great. Haven't gotten to do that yet. No, I'm not doing that right now. I'll do that later. I'll do that some other time. Amazing that I've got over 300 hours in this game and I've only actually beaten it once. It's hilarious. Anyway, that's a stream. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I will see y'all on Wednesday and Thursday. Good night, everybody.